Majority of golfers we see at the golf course make their swing more difficult than it needs to be for one simple fact. They're trying so hard to keep their head still. Now, I challenge you to name one golfer on the PGA Tour who keeps their head perfectly still. We could go back to the days of Ben Hogan and Jack Nicklaus and on to the present with Scotty Scheffler, and they're not keeping their head perfectly still, yet the majority of golfers are talking about keeping their head still, or if they hit a bad shot, oh, I moved my head, I moved my head. Yet these incredible players move their head all the time. It goes even to the simplest of times with Jack Nicklaus when he set up to the ball, and he would get up, and the first thing he did was move his head. He'd get up and turn his head like this before swinging. So he's moving his head even before he starts, yet all these golfers are trying to keep their head perfectly still. Now, why is it bad to try to keep your head perfectly still? Well, it limits your motion. It limits your athletic motion. You become standing like this. Now, if I try to keep my head still, here's my swing. I'm pretty flexible, and this is as far back as I can go without moving my head. If I try to go back any farther without moving my head and trying to keep my head still, it turns into this. And now I'm leaning forward. There's no weight on my back foot, or very little weight on my back foot. It's all here, and if they're going to come across over the top, or I'm going to come back and fall like this. So it is necessary for your head to move. Not saying intentionally move it, but remember this. Your head bone is connected to your neck bone, and your neck bone is connected to your body. And if your body is moving, your head has to move. Don't try to keep your head independent from your body. If your body, you want to hit it out there and you want some power, your body has to move back. Now, as I move back, what else moved? I didn't do this. No, I did this. My body moves, my head moves. My body moves, my head moves, and I'm watching the ball as it goes out there. We watch, even the pros, their head moves a little bit on the way back, but it definitely moves a lot going forward. Watch them. When we see golfers trying to keep their head down, they swing like this, here and here, because their body can't get through the ball because their head is here. Those same people who are always trying to keep their head down, what is their number one complaint to the golf pros that they're working with? Mark, I can never follow through. Why can't I ever follow through? I can never follow through if I can only follow through. Well, you'll never follow through correctly if you're trying to keep your head plastered down to the ball. What we're saying is allow your head to move. Don't even think about it. Just let it move with your body, because if you don't, you're here. And now to get the club up, I'm either going to lift my arm and become disconnected. I'm either going to let go of the club back here with my left hand and have to re-grip, or if I try to keep my head down and go farther back like this, I'm going to reverse pivot over this way, and all sorts of bad things happen. So set up and swing back. Stay balanced here, but I'm ready. Look where my head is. There's nothing wrong with this. And then as you come through, hit it and watch the ball. Where your eyes go, the ball goes. If your eyes stay here, your ball pretty much stays here. Let your eyes go and let the swing go out. This is Mark Solomon with Golf Made Simple saying, let your head move. Don't keep it perfectly still. And if you do, allow it to move, your game will become more athletic, more simple, and more consistent.